going on, everybody? It's your boy T-Vanilla. Welcome back to another video. Real quick, make sure you go check out the main channel video. I did like a podcast type of joint with Bev and Cruz, and I had y'all submit questions that y'all really wanted women to answer honestly. The video like 30 minutes, so after you watch this, go watch that one. It gets a little lit and it's a bit raunchy, so it's for my older viewers. But back to business. Today is how to make a great first impression. Smash that like button right now. Subscribe and turn your notifications on if you're new. And don't forget to leave anything I missed in the comment section below. These first impressions are not just based on one thing. It could be an interview. It could be meeting someone for the first time. It could be meeting a person that you're interested in. Just overall, these are some dope ass ways to make a great first impression. Thing number one. The first thing we're gonna talk about is being punctual, aka being on time. We have all heard of the saying, time is money. So with that being said, you have to be conscious of other people's time. If it's a meeting, if it's a date, do not be late. If you think you're going to be late, email that person, text message that person, call that person, and let them know. If you really want to appreciate somebody's time and get on the good side of them off the bat, be early. There is no better feeling than having a meeting, a date, or something lined up and the person is already there. The other party arriving and seeing you and knowing you already there is a relief in general. So you're already starting everything off on a positive note. The worst thing you can do is no call and no show. I don't care if it's a date or a job or anything. If they give you an opportunity to reschedule, the first impression is already ruined and already a wreck. When you are greeting someone, make sure you are smiling. There is a big difference of greeting someone and looking like this and then walking up to them and looking like this. Now, I know some of y'all might think that's funny as a joke, but it is so true. Don't nobody want to meet nobody for the first time and they coming up to them all mean mode, looking all strong, and looking like they don't want to be there. When someone approaches you with a smile, it just makes you feel comfortable and it gives off the energy that you want to be there. If you're shaking someone else's hand, make sure it's a firm handshake. Do not be shaking nobody's hand and be looking all over here, looking all down there. Look them directly in the eye, deliver the handshake, make sure it's firm, not too firm. Don't try to break nobody's hand, and put a little smile at the end of it. Do not be afraid to speak first and initiate contact. If they're asking you a question, don't just give a one-word answer. Give an in-depth answer. If somebody asks, hey, how's your week going? Don't sit there and be like, good, it's straight, it was alright. Briefly tell them how your week's going. Throw in a little joke and then ask them how their week is going. Hell, even if you're having a bad week, you can say that a little bit, but just make sure you end it on a positive note, because everybody in the world is going through problems and don't nobody want to hear people complain. But if you say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this going on, hey, but this happened, people tend to remember the last thing you said or did to them. So as long as it's ending on a positive note, it'll be straight. And last but not least on this subject, make sure you have manners. Not only to the person you're meeting with or people you're meeting with, but just to everyone in the surrounding area. Say thank you, hold the door, just be courteous. Doing things like that is a great first impression and shows people a lot about yourself. And on top of that, all of that stuff should come natural anyway. Always, I mean this, look presentable. No matter where you are going. I don't care if you're going to the laundromat or the grocery store or the mall or the movies, just look presentable. It has happened to me, it has happened to damn near everybody I know. Go somewhere you think nobody's gonna see you and then bam, you end up running into some important people, or damn near the woman of your dream, or one of your coworkers, and you're like, what the hell am I wearing right now? What do I got on right now? Why is my hair looking like this right now? What was I thinking? Why did I leave the house like this? You never know who you're going to run into. So even if you're dressed down, that's cool, but just make sure you don't got holes in your socks and you're not wrinkled out here in these streets looking like a Roman. Hygiene. There is absolutely no excuse for poor hygiene. You have the ability to control how you look and smell. Handle it. Brush your teeth, gargle, floss, put deodorant on. Hell, spray yourself with a little bit of cologne or perfume. Do not overdo it. I was always taught to hit a bow, then a wrist joint and a rub, and that's it. I see people hit them with a you're doing way too much, and when you pass people, they're like, God dang, that's too much. It might have smelled good if it was 12 less sprays on your head. Do not, under any circumstances, try to put fragrance over top of foam. No, God, please, no! You have to shower first and then put that stuff on. You can't be stank and try to mask it with that stuff. You might think it's working, but we smell the funk and odor seeping and creeping through that little stuff you sprayed on top of your body. Sometimes you forget deodorant. 1 or 2 days out of the year, you might forget to brush your teeth because you're rushing. Please don't be sitting at home judging and acting like you never forgot to brush your teeth one day. But what I do for emergency reasons, in my car and like the side door, I have travel size deodorant and travel size mouthwash. You never know when you're gonna have to hit a tap, tap, tap. You might do all of this before you leave the house. But hell, you might have a long ass day. Oh, let me put a little bit more deodorant on. I've been out the house for 12 hours. I might need to re-up. When meeting someone, do not be afraid to give them compliments. Especially with the fellas, so hard for us to give compliments because we don't want to be soft or we gotta say pause afterwards. Like, grow up. You ain't gotta do none of that. There's nothing wrong with seeing someone that has a nice shirt or a nice pair of shoes and you're like, yo, that's a dope shirt. Yo, I like them shoes. Yo, where'd you get that from? You clean. I like how you put that together. Ain't nothing wrong with bigging up the next person. And doing that the first time you meet someone makes them feel better and makes them feel comfortable around you. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it just to be clear. Make sure the compliments are appropriate. It's a big difference between a compliment and sexual harassment. Don't be looking at a girl like, hey, that ass look nice. I like how them breasts sitting up on that thing right there.
Go ahead, have a seat. Go ahead, have a seat, please. Why don't you have a seat right there, please? Have a seat, please.
You might go to jail or get smacked. Probably both. You deserve it. But compliments can be endless. You can compliment somebody's hair, clothes, like I said, shoes, like I said, jewelry, the smell. They can even get a cocktail or a drink. You be like, oh, what you know about that? That's one of my favorite cocktails. I like that. That's a great choice. Compliments are usually just a conversation starter and it makes things seem less forced. And especially the first time meeting someone, nobody wants a dry ass conversation or an awkward conversation or just to be sitting there and just complete awkward silence. Another dope way to make a great first impression is to pay attention. Put your cell phone away. Do not have your phone out and be on your phone on these social media apps or whatever, or answering emails when someone is meeting you for the first time and y'all supposed to be communicating and getting to know one another. Be an attentive listener. Like I tapped on earlier, make sure you got good eye contact. If someone tells you a story or shares something with you, make sure you have a response to it and or share something on the same topic or subject. When conversation is being held, don't be looking all around. Don't check your watch like you got somewhere else better to be, or they're running out of time, or you're running out of time. My favorite way of putting this into perspective is if you were talking to somebody about something you were passionate about, or something you were just sharing with someone else, and it meant a lot to you, or you were trying to help somebody out, you would want them to pay attention and give you their undivided attention. And if they didn't, how would you feel? Like they didn't care, they had somewhere else they wanted to be, and or they were wasting your time. And if you make somebody feel like that at any point in time, that's gonna be a bad first impression. The first thing they're gonna think when they see or hear your name is, oh yeah, I remember that guy. That's the one that always is looking at his phone and has somewhere else better to be. So they might even make a joke about it in front of you, but it's really not a joke. That's dead ass how they felt and how you made them feel. In a world where you can make yourself look like whoever you want to be on social media, when people tell you to fake it till you make it, I'm gonna sit here and look you right, not in your eye, but in the screen. You looking in my eye, you guys get what I'm saying? And tell you, be yourself. Do not try too hard because someone's gonna be able to sense that instantly. If you're not a funny guy and you don't tell jokes, don't come out the house trying to tell jokes to make people laugh. 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna go over well. They're gonna look at you like, why is he so corny? You don't wanna try to over impress anybody. Be yourself. Yourself should be enough. Just make sure you dress the part, you feel good, you look good, and you're confident. Doing all that right there is gonna give almost anybody a great impression of. Last but definitely not least, I just spoke about it, but here it is. Be confident. Oh, but T, I'm not a confident person. I'm kind of shy and my palms sweat. Hey, tighten up. Tighten up right now. People can sense if you are confident or not. Even if you are not confident, the next couple of things I'm going to say is going to help you appear confident. Make sure you have good posture. If you are standing up, stand tall. Do not slouch. Do not look down. Stand your head up. Put your shoulders back. Put your chest out. Look them in the eye. Chin up. Chin up. You can't put your head down. Your crown gonna fall off, fam. We kings and queens out here. Even when you're sitting down, do not slouch. Sit tall and have a strong presence about yourself. Speak clearly. Do not rush what you want to say. You're gonna end up tripping up over yourself, stuttering, forgetting stuff you want to say. And one of the best things I do to help my speech and make sure everything comes out smooth is just to project my voice. Ain't no whispering. We're gonna stand tall, we're gonna speak clearly, and we're gonna project and make sure everything comes out smooth and is thought about, and then it's said, and then it comes out. We're not gonna be like, just relax, calm down, let it flow. And that's where we're gonna wrap this video up. I hope this helps somebody out there. Leave some comments in the comment section if I missed any other pointers or tips you all have out there that can help someone make a great first impression. It'll be greatly appreciated. Put it in the comment section. Let's work together to help somebody else out and help one another out. Thanks for watching. If you still here, hit that like button. Go check out the main channel video I talked about in the beginning, and some greatness gonna pop up on your screen. You can click on that too. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Peace.